This video is brought to you by John's Screen Service in Wellington, Florida. It's about hurricane bracing, at least one type, called cable ties. What it is a cable ties that's attached to the top rail of the screen enclosure. You can see one here and one here. They're attached also to the bottom where the concrete slab is. The idea of it is to help keep the screen enclosure from flying away. When you have wind going directly against the screen enclosure, it doesn't happen to help any, but if it's sort of making it bubble up, it does. It helps somewhat. But there's many types of bracings for screen enclosures. This screen enclosure is older. It was built probably in the 90s, so it doesn't have as much other kinds of bracing as the code requires. Adding extra bracing is helpful. This is what the brace looks like. This one happens to be 12 feet long, and there's ones that are 16 feet long, and those are the basic two sizes. This, as you can see, is attached to the concrete slab, and this is attached to the top rail, so that's what that looks like. This one has a different attachment at the end. This would go on the top rail also instead of just this thing here, but the problem with this is that this piece of metal covers up a spline track, so if you have to take the screen out where this is, then you have to unscrew this and then put screen in and then put it back in. After you've done that a few times, the holes that you keep drilling into the metal get too big and it doesn't stay very well. So, there's pros and cons about whether or not to use this triangle up there. You can see that this is put right down along the concrete slab and is bolted in the two places, and then it is put up onto the top rail. Here you can see that it's attached to the top rail, then it's bolted through the other side, which I'll show you in a second. This is a closer view of that top rail with the bolt in there. This here is something else. You can see that this is a washer type thing that keeps this bolt from coming through the eye of this thing right here. And the way it is tightened by using these things, when you first put it up, it is loose, and then you tighten it. You can tell when you look. You can tell right here, barely, this is the place where you're going to connect the tie. Right here is the pliers that is holding this on the other side, so you can actually screw this down. Here you can see on the inside, which is on the opposite side of where that bolt is how it's attached. It just has a big washer and a screw on there. So there you have it. That's the simplicity of putting cable ties up on the screen enclosure. Good luck if you go into this process. And like I said earlier, it is not the best way to do reinforcing. And if you have a light, one that's not the heavier metals from the more recent code about how to build screen enclosures, but at least it could help some. So thanks for listening. This has been John's Screen Service in Wellington, Florida.